Hey everybody, so today we're doing something a little bit unusual. Got three of my favorite people in the world, Olivia, Nick, and Isabel, and we're going on this awesome road trip. We're going to drive today down to St. George and stay the night there, and then tomorrow we're going to embark on this epic journey to see the Mighty Five in Utah all in one day. So we made it to St. George. We're at our hotel, the St. George Inn and Suites. How was the drive?
Long. It took forever.
I didn't think it was too bad. Anyway, I think we're going to go swimming now and then try and find something to eat and get ready for evening. Okay.
Yeah.
Out we go. Go ahead.
Girlie fly. Cannonball!
Okay, so it's 7:15 in the morning. We're just getting ready to check out. You guys ready to go for a ride?
Yeah. No.
Are you awake yet, Iz?
I ate too much.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's go.
So we're here in the Zion Visitor Center, park number 1. We're gonna go in, look around the visitor center, and then go find a little hike.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice weather is? No.
It's freezing cold.
Okay. All right, let's go. So we're in Capitol Reef right now, just stopped at a little picnic area. So went into the visitor center. It's not as nice as some of the other ones. Talked to one of the rangers, asked if they had any fruit in the orchard. He said no, wasn't a good year. So, what do you think?
It's been a very long drive, but I like that we got to visit like all of these in one day because
We've only gone to 3.
Yeah, but so far,
because even though it's been a long drive, all of the visitor centers have been really good and have lots of things to look at.
Yep.
Except the last one.
Other stuff, but not as much.
And since we have to stamp our thingies, our
Passport book.
yeah, we are trying to get at least one more stamp before we finish.
So we're going to have to hurry, aren't we?
Yeah.
we're here in Arches National Park. Unfortunately, by the time we got here, the visitor center was closed.
Yeah.
So right now we're going to walk around in the windows area and take a look at, there's quite a few arches right here, and so we'll just go snap some photos of those. There you go.
Yeah.
So we made it to Canyonlands.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
It's very dark.
it's kind of dark.
Very dark.
Very dark.
Technically, we've made it to all the 5 in that day.
Yeah, but we're not going to get to see much of Canyonlands.
No. It's okay.
Actually, none. But it took us a little over 12 hours to get here.
Yeah.
So a long day.
Very long day.
Let's go see if we can't find something to eat and get a hotel.
Food and sleep, son. Okay.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. We went to all 5 in a day.
Okay, so last day.
Yep,
We're heading home.
we made it to all 5 of the national parks, and now we're gonna head out.
What do you guys think of this hotel?
It was amazing.
I like the
I fell asleep so fast.
Probably because she slept on the couch.
Big beds, comfortable. Breakfast was a basic.
Breakfast
was amazing.
Spacious. It's a spacious room.
The hot tub and pool were nice.
Hot tub could have been a little bit warmer,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Yeah.
The pool and the
But
hot
the
tub
pool
area
was
had,
very nice.
and
Yes.
the room had 4 TVs, which that was
Yeah.
Pool was one of those like freezing pools.
Yeah, it was good. A lot better compared to the last hotel we were in.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. The pool and the hot tub were nice, but the room itself was. Anyway, fun trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end.
That's what they say.
Okay, should we head home?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's go. See ya. So we demonstrated that you can do the Mighty 5 in Utah in a day. However, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. These are national parks for a reason. They deserve a lot more time than we were able to spend. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk just a little bit about each park with some suggestions on what you should do when you're there. And I would suggest that you spend at least a full day in each of these parks. So we're going to start out in the way that we went to see the park. So we're going to start out at Zion National Park. Zion National Park is spectacular. It is the second busiest national park in 2021 in the country. So there's a lot of people there. And it was the oldest national park in Utah. And if you want to go to some of the most beautiful places, you have to use the shuttle down the Zion Canyon Drive. You just can't drive your personal cars. So what are some of the things that I would suggest you do? If you can, hike to Angel's Landing. If you're scared of heights, don't do that. However, just be aware that there is a lottery system and you have to get a permit if you want to go up onto Angel's Landing. However, you can hike up to Scout Lookout, and that has great views and you don't have to have a permit there. Also, one of the best hikes in the park is the Zion Narrows, and you're going to be in water, so be prepared for that, but it's fantastic. Another easier hike that would be really good is Emerald Pools, a series of 3 pools, and it's not too far. The lower pool is a pretty easy hike. It gets a little bit more difficult as you go. So definitely spend some time there, and there's so much more to do when you get there. The next park that we went to is Bryce Canyon. Also, another very popular park. Be aware, Bryce Canyon is from 8,000 to 9,000 feet in elevation. So it's pretty high up, and it's going to be cold most of the year. And limited services in the area. There's Bryce Canyon City, Ruby's Inn, some gas stations, but not a lot of services. So if you need stuff, you better get it before you go there. You know, definitely taking some of the overlooks. Inspiration Point, Sunset Point, Sunrise Point, all these places are great. But definitely recommend hiking below the rim. Most of the park is you drive along up the top of the rim and then you hike down into the bottom. Definitely go to some of those hikes down below the rim. Queen's Garden Trail, Navajo Loop, there's all sorts of trails, but do some hiking, it's really cool. The next park that we visited was Capitol Reef. One of the least appreciated parks in Utah, but a fantastic place. The geology is a water pocket fold. It's a unique geological feature. It's like 100 miles long, and it creates these fantastic rock formations and really cool geology. If you can, stay in the Fruita Campground. It's right there at the entrance when you come in from Torrey. And if you're there during the fall, you can also pick fruit, peaches, apples, directly from the trees. So that's pretty cool. Some things to do. There's an old homestead, Gifford Homestead. Eat pie. They serve pie. If it's available, go for that. Also, a lot of hiking. We've been there multiple times, like the Grand Wash. It's a pretty easy hike, pretty level, but it's an in and out, so you can hike as far as you want and then turn around and come back. A lot of petroglyphs, a lot of jeep trails, a lot of places to go. So Capitol Reef is fantastic. The next park we went to was Arches, and be aware, Arches is another very busy park. If you're there during peak season, you may need to get a permit to get into the park. So just be aware of that, plan around that, make sure you check that before you go. Probably one of the iconic hikes in Utah is hike to Delicate Arch. It's going to be busy, however, it's iconic for a reason. It's on the Utah license plate, the Delicate Arches, and it's a really cool place. If you've got limited time and you want to see a bunch of arches, go to the windows area and hike around that area. Also, Arches and Canyonlands are very close to Moab, Utah. Outdoor capital, there's tons of stuff to do, so definitely check out that. The next park that we went to was Canyonlands, and we didn't really get to see Canyonlands, but we've been there before, and it's another great place. It's divided into 4 districts: Island in the Sky, Needles, the Maze, and Rivers. And there is so much to do. You can hike down to the confluence of the Colorado and the Green River. There's a lot of arches, a lot of petroglyphs, a lot of places to go four-wheeling. Also, look up at the night sky. Canyonlands is a designated dark sky park, as are all the national parks in Utah. So stargazing is definitely something you should do. While you're in the area at Moab with Arches, Canyonlands, consider going up to Dead Horse Park State Park. And really cool place, and highly recommend that too. So there you go. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and we hope to see you on the trail next time.